email mastery and building profitable relationships. Developing the skills of writing your emails to get the results that you want. What is email marketing? Email marketing is a form of direct marketing which uses electronic mail as a means of communication to an audience. It is used to encourage customer loyalty and repeat business. So it's a form of direct marketing. The only difference is that, instead of going out to your mailbox to get that mail piece that you're looking for, it's going to be going electronically. It's floating through the air, or whatever you want to call it, into your inbox, through the wires, however you feel it gets to you. Gets into your inbox very quickly, very rapidly, and you're able to respond to it, take action to it very quickly, without waiting days for the mail to show up. It is used to encourage customer loyalty and repeat business, and that's something you really need to be working towards, is customer loyalty and repeat business, because like I've said many times, the hardest thing about this whole business is getting someone on your list or to buy from you the very first time. It's easier after that, and that's what you're looking for, is to make sure that those customers are loyal to you and to get that repeat business, so that you're not spending the most where the most cost is, and that's up front, getting somebody on the list. Advantages to email marketing: distributes information to a wide range of highly targeted potential customers. You notice I'm not saying customers yet, because a lot of times they're just targeted potential customers. Sometimes you go about getting people on your list just because they're there. They're not a customer yet. But the advantages to email marketing: it distributes information to a wide range of highly targeted potential customers. Generates repeat business affordably and automatically. With the technology that we have today, it's no more one by one sending an email to somebody. It's all automatically. You can sit down, write one mass email that's going to go out. You can schedule it for any time, day or night, that we're soon going to be talking about. And it's very affordable. When you think about the cost, a lot of people getting started up, think when you go to buy autoresponder services, that $24 a month really doesn't, seem like you should be able to afford something like that. But when you start getting people on your list, and by all rights, if you do things properly, you should be generating at least $1 of income per person a month on your email list. So if that's the case, it's only going to take you 24 people on your list to be able to make that kind of money back. It's very cost effective, and it's all done automatically. You can track your exact return on investments. You can find out exactly what people are doing, when they're clicking, how many people are clicking. You can look at your results, and you can find out just exactly what kind of return are on those investments that you've been making and stuff. The email responders that are out there now, the autoresponders that are out there now, have so many unique settings and functions that will allow you to really track some of the things that you can track are just amazing. You can tell now exactly the name of the person that bought. You can tell them the name of the person that clicked on your link, when they clicked on it. It's really unique of the things that you can do. It's instant delivery. It's not something that's going to take days to get to somebody. Unless systems are all down, it's instant delivery. You send an email and say, hey, I just sent you an email. Go check your inbox for it. And usually by the time that person gets to the inbox, it's there already. And it's instant response, that they can respond back to you. Lets you push the message to your audience. No longer is your audience, you're waiting for them to come to you. You now, once you have them on your list and you've got you can have the rights to email them, you're able to now push your message to your audience instead of waiting for your audience to come to you. Some of the disadvantages of email marketing: it's getting more and more difficult all the time to distinguish between legitimate and spam email marketing. And if you watch your email box and your spam filters and stuff, you're going to notice that a lot of times that you're going to find a lot of emails that look very similar to the ones that marketers are sending out. And this is a shame, because those of us that are really trying to do things right, we suffer because there's so many people out there that are sending spam that is so closely related to what we're doing, and they use our names, they use right down to our subject lines, everything, to get across to you because they know we've got permission. They watch for what we're doing, and they duplicate that, replicate it, and that's what you're getting in your inbox. So it's getting hard for you to tell a lot of times what is spam and what is legitimate. It's one of the things that I want you to really look at and stuff before you really get into this is the Can-Spam Act. I will pull this up really quick, but I want you to go and look at this on your own because this is something very important. There's rules, regulations that you need to follow, and so it's up to you to be reading these kind of things. But basically the Can-Spam Act is going to go through. It's going to tell you exactly what you can and what you can't do and the rules that you have to follow. Don't use false or misleading header information. Don't use deceptive subject lines. And you've seen that sometimes where you'll get emails saying, "Hey, you just made some money, in PayPal or whatever," and you're all excited and you're like, "Wow, I made some money," and you find out, well, how would you like to have emails coming to you all the time like that? To me, that's kind of deceptive. But you're not supposed to use deceptive subject lines. Identify the message as an ad. Tell recipients where you're located, so you've got to have your address and information in there. There's all sorts of regulations that you need to follow and to be able to do this right. I really encourage you to go look at the Can-Spam Act to find out exactly what you can and can't do before you get time. Take time to read it. One of the other disadvantages is nearly a third of respondents, and you may have done this yourself, have knowingly entered bogus email addresses. When you sign up for something for free, you're on so many lists, so you just sign up with any old name and email or whatever that's really nothing that you even ever check, and so it's just something that you can quickly sign up and get something. Sometimes people even will set up specific emails just to get those things. So that person, you're not going to get those kind of open rates you're looking for because a lot of your emails are going to be going to emails that really are just bogus email addresses, or they're set up specifically really to never check just to get so that they get the information and then they never check it again. So that really keeps it down. So that's kind of some of the disadvantages. Other than that, the advantages, as you can tell, really outweigh the disadvantages of email marketing. All right, here's what we're going to be covering tonight as we get talking about email marketing. First, we're going to be talking about email marketing goals. You've got to be setting goals. And anything you do, you should be setting your goals and including these in your overall goal picture that you've set for your whole business. It's really important. We're going to be talking about list creation a little bit. We're also going to be talking about list segmentation so that you know exactly who's on your list, what they're up to, what they've been doing, so you can market more effectively to your list or your emails. Email deliverability, how to get those emails delivered properly and not sent to spam. We're going to talk a little bit about email branding tonight, and we're going to talk about analysis and reporting tonight. So it's really what we're covering tonight is a lot of information, but it's very, very, very crucial. All right, let's start talking about our marketing goals. As your knowledge of and experience with email marketing grows, you'll want to rethink and change your plan to incorporate the new ideas that you've learned and remove those that aren't meeting your expectations. So when you get started, you're going to start out in a certain place, with what you know. And as you learn, you're going to start growing. And as your knowledge expands, you're going to want to start changing things and incorporating new ideas. And a lot of people think that they have to know all of this to get started. That's not the case. You got to get started somewheres. And what you're gonna do is, as you get started and learn more, you're going to incorporate new ideas. I just incorporated new ideas into my own email marketing just in the last couple days. The reason is I learned some more things. I was looking for ways to get around having to send out emails to everybody, so that they got 4 or 5 emails from me a day on the same thing. And there's different things that I was able to do now and to help kind of change that thing. You're going to go through the same process. And a lot of people think, I have to know so much, so I just can't get started yet. That's not the case.